So this is all about feeling, okay? Starting with the feeling of the body and then work towards feeling of the mind. But what's so difficult about feeling? We all know how to feel. So it's not just about feeling, it's about feeling without judging, okay? Feeling without judging is the building block for empathy, right? So empathy is actually something very, very difficult to do. It's easy to do what's called loving kindness, metta. Loving kindness is like when you fall down as a child, you run to your mom and your mom will just hug you, and that's loving kindness, making you feel really, really good. And then you have what's called compassion. Compassion is not a good translation, but it's really the other part of loving kindness, which is that you actually go the next step, which is to try to solve the problem. That would be like, again, as a child, you hurt yourself, you run to your mom or your dad, and then they put a band-aid on you. Empathy is something else. Empathy is really understanding the person's feeling without judging and without letting that feeling affect yourself. It's much harder to do, okay? And we all lack empathy, especially as a parent. We lack empathy because it's really hard when your child, especially if they're like 30 years old, they come to you with a problem. It is really hard for us not to jump and try to solve the problem, where in fact they're not really looking for a solution, they're just looking for someone to listen. And I'm not good at that. It's something that I need to practice. So that's what's called empathy. It's feeling without judging. Don't judge, just feel it, accept it, right? All right, so now we're going to start with the second part, which has a lot to do with relieving ourselves with stress. So it's winter time, and one of the things that happens in winter time for people who are of a certain age is that the cholesterol goes up. And cholesterol is one of the three things that we worry a lot about, that when we go to the doctor, that's the only thing they take care of is how's your cholesterol level, how's your blood sugar, and how's your blood pressure. Those are the three things. And they're numbers, and if your cholesterol, your bad cholesterol, your LDL is above 100, here comes the drug. If your blood pressure is above that, here comes another one. And then, diabetes is another one that triggers a whole regimen of drugs. As you get older, you realize one thing, that you never take less drug, right? The doctors is like the drug dealers. They keep pushing those chemicals onto you, and they never said, oh, you're actually improving now, it's okay, you don't need to take so much. No, they don't. They keep telling you to take more. One of the scary things is that your body actually suffers from those drugs. So recently I had to deal with cholesterol because I'm starting to have LDL, a little bit rising LDL, and my mom has been taking cholesterol a long time, and she's complaining about body ache and all kinds of discomfort. And so I said, well, I'm going to have to finally really study cholesterol. So I don't want to make this into our lecture, our discourse on cholesterol. The only thing I want to tell you is that cholesterol is like the first responder. They're the first one on the crime scene. They might be the first one that touches the knife that was stabbed into the victim. The fingerprints is all over the place, but we won't call them the murderer, right? Cholesterol is like that. They're the first responders. There's something wrong with your body, and the cholesterol are the first one that arrive in the crime scene to try to fix you. And then when you make the correlation between cholesterol and heart disease, you think that cholesterol is the problem. Cholesterol is not the problem. Cholesterol is there for a lot of reasons. We create almost 90% of cholesterol. The rest are actually consumed. Our body creates as many as 14 times the cholesterol if you eat 1 egg a day. So if you don't eat anything else, you just eat 1 egg a day, that amount of cholesterol multiplied by 14 times is the amount of cholesterol that your body actually creates, your liver creates. So why does your body need so much cholesterol? There are all kinds of reasons. One is stress. cholesterol is the basic ingredients for cortisol. And so if your body creates a lot of cortisol, it would consume a lot of cholesterol, right? And if your body creates a lot of cortisol, it's because your body is under a lot of stress. And if your body is under a lot of stress, it causes inflammations and oxidations in your blood vessel. And the cholesterol is the first responder. And if your stress level is very high, then they're accumulated inside of your body in these energy lines that are associated with the yin energy lines, like the angers are trapped into the liver energy lines, the anxieties are trapped into the splint energy line, right? And the fear and the sadness and all that are trapped. And so that makes you a zombie. That makes you a zombie because now the energy the energy from the universe cannot come through because of that stress. And so stress is the number one invisible killer. Okay? And so that's why I spend so much time on the second part, relieving ourselves of the stress. Relieving ourselves of stress. Now the way to relieve ourselves of the stress turns out that if you learn to be generous. Now this is another word, generosity is a very good way. Generosity means that you go deep inside and relieve those positive energies, something that we call metta, loving kindness. And you want to give that loving kindness to all beings. Be very generous. And that actually cure you, relieving yourself of all the fear, anxiety, and sadness. And except that when you do that, you first have to give that energy to yourself. So it's just like concentric circle. You have to take care of yourself first. Then you have to take care of your family. Then you have to take care of your neighbor. Then you have to take care of the rest of the world, right? One at a time. So this metta meditation, contemplation of loving kindness, start with yourself. Start with yourself. So that's what we're going to do. And now we're going to focus on the body, stretch your spine, open the shoulder, relax the shoulder. We're going to bring up our hands and we're going to put the fingers on top of this energy point called the gate to the cloud. And now we're going to think of the upper torso, every part of the torso as part of the symphony, except that the elbow is the conductor. So we're going to lift up the elbow. And as you lift up the elbow, the shoulder goes with it. The entire body goes with the conductor, goes with the elbow. So you lift it all the way up until the shoulder is actually almost like touching your ear. Then you're going to take your elbow and you're going to open that elbow, lift and bring it back. As you do that, you're going to open your shoulder. You feel the stress behind your shoulder as if you're squeezing a tennis ball. Then you're going to bring down your elbow and relax. Now you're going to bring your elbow forward, the conductor is going forward, so the rest of the body follows. And now you're going to hunch, looking down. Your back is slightly bent. And now you're going to lift up your elbow. As you lift up, I want you to take a deep breath with your nose. And then open. And then as you come down, I want you to breathe out with your nose. Go towards the front. Breathe in with your nose. Open, and then breathe out with your nose. Now, as you breathe in, I want you to feel the freshness of the air that comes in through your nostril. You feel that all that positive energy that is coming into your body, and then open. As you come out, I want you to feel the stillness of the air that you're breathing out, as if you're relieving all the negative energy. So positive energy comes in, open, negative energy goes out. Now I'm going to be chanting. First we're going to deal with ourselves, bringing the loving kindness to ourselves. Open, bring it down. And I want you to think with me, chant with me. So the first thing we're going to do is, may I be free from all animosity and negative energy. I want you to think it. And then I'm going to chant in Pali. Avaya Om-mi. And then we're going to chant May I be free from all mental suffering. Open, come down. Ayabaja Homi. Bring it down. As you come up, I want you to think this. May I be free from all physical suffering. Bring it down, breathe out. Anaga Homi. May I be full of joy and protected with positive energy. Suki Atano Puri. Now that you have bring metta, loving kindness to yourself, you're ready to bring metta to your family, your neighbors, and the rest of the world. And here is where I want you to practice generosity. May all beings be free from animosity and negative energy. Sabbe Sata Abaya. May all beings be free from mental suffering. Sabbe Sata Ayavaya Antu. May all beings be free from physical suffering. Sabbe Sata Yanagatu. May all beings be full of joy and protected with positive energy. Sabbe Sata Suki Atam Puri Hantu. Bring up the elbow, breathe in, open, bring down the elbow, breathe out. Breathe in all the positive energy. Let go of all the negative energy. One last time. Breathe in. All the way up. All the way back. And then breathe out. Now lower your hand. Relax. Sit up straight. Open that shoulder. And lean back the forehead. Tuck in the chin. Put the hand, your right hand on the left hand side of your head. And then bring the head towards the right. Fight it with your neck so the top of the head is still pointing to heaven. I want you to feel the stress on your neck. And then I want you to let go of all the stress slowly. Now take the left hand, put it on the right hand side. And then bring it to the left. Fight it with your neck. Feel the stress on your neck. And then I want you to relax. Open that shoulder, sit up straight, put two hands, locking your fingers behind your head. I want you to rotate your head so you're at 45 degrees looking down at the floor. I want you to bring down your head, fight it with your neck, feel the stress on your neck, hold that stress, and then turn to the left, come back, turn to the right, hold it, hold the stress, come back in the middle, turn it to the left, come back to the middle, turn it to the right, and then come back in the middle. Feel the stress on your neck, and then now let it go, let it go, let go of all your stress. Let go of all your stress. Sit up straight, open that shoulder, relax the shoulder. Lean back the forehead, very relaxed. Now make clockwise circular motion to the right, to the front, to the left, to the back, to the right, to the front. Now I want you to go the other way, making counterclockwise, to the right, to the back, to the left, to the front, to the right, and then now relax. Okay, so now we're going to learn to massage and different yang energy lines. So the first one we're going to work on is the gallbladder. The gallbladder is the protector of the liver, and the liver is the one that if you have any anger, it's stored in the liver. Okay, that's why when people have very high hot temper, you notice that if they have cancer cell in the body, the first thing is going to happen is that they're going to end up with liver cancer. Okay, so liver is the place where you trap all your negative energy associated with anger, and we're going to relieve that by working on its yang counterpart, which is the gallbladder energy line. We're going to open the shoulder, relax the shoulder, lean back the forehead so the top of the head is facing the sky. Always make sure that the top of the head is facing the sky, because all the yang energy will eventually come to the top of the head. This is called the 100 meet. Now we're going to take both hands, lock the fingers, put that in the back. We're going to do a little bit of massage first using a thumb. So I want you to feel this cavity, and then there's a little bit of muscle above the cavity. It's actually right below the skull, and I just want you to massage that. Massage that. Relax. Relax. Okay? And a lot of stress is accumulated in here, so just relax that. Now I want you to take the right hand, put that on top of this. There's a piece of muscle, a tendon, and I just want you to massage that. Massage it for now. Massage that. Massage, and take the left hand, massage the right hand side. So you know what, at least now you know where all the body parts are. Okay, so now I want to come back to the hand. Now we don't want to massage. Now we want to do acupressure. So I want you to take the thumb again, put that on the top of these two cavities, one on each side. This is a very, very important energy point. This one is called the palm of the wind. Wind means something you can feel, but you can't see, nor smell, nor taste. So this is nerve. Now I want you to sit up straight, top of the head pointing to the sky again. Let the life energy flow through you from the earth to the heaven. And then I want you to take the thumb and just press it down as if you're pinching the rubber hose. Pinch the rubber hose. Hold it. And then very gently let it go. Now take the right hand, put that on the left hand side. Use 4 fingers, push it down. And then I want you to move your right hand towards the right, and you feel that piece of muscle, and I just want you to tug on that piece of muscle, yank it to the right hand side. Don't use too much force, and then relax. Same thing on the other side. Push it down with the fingers, and then feel this piece of muscle here, and just pull that piece of muscle towards the left, and then relax. Okay, so this is one of the 3 energy points that are associated with the blood flow into your head. This one, and then the temple, and then the top of the head, right? So we're going to work on all that. So if you're doing this for the first time, after you do it for a while, you don't feel it so much. But if you do it for the first time, you feel a little tingling on top of the head. Okay, so the energy is actually going up. So now is a good time to do some massage. Open, relax. Again, top of the head facing the sky, very important. Take 10 fingers. We're going to use the meaty part of that. We don't use the nail. Put that on your forehead, the thumb on the side, and then we just massage the head. But as you massage, I want you to bring your loving kindness and give it to your big brain. That's the one responsible for all your analytical. And then the back of the brain, that's responsible for all your memory. And then the little brain, which is right below that, and then that's the one responsible for all your motor functions. I want you to think about how grateful you are of this body, and taking care of your brain is very important. Okay, and now we're going to do some tapping on top of the head, but it's not just about the head, it's really about the whole intelligence system, including your spine. So you need to sit with the shoulder open, lean back the forehead, tuck in the chin, so the top of the head is actually on top of your spine. Now I want you to take 10 fingers, put that on top, and so there are actually 4 energy points on the 4 corner. And I want you to just focus on your fingers, and we're going to tap for 30 times. Get ready, go. And then we want to massage again. Again, be very, very grateful for this body, giving it all the love and kindness, all the empathy, by the way. Don't judge your body, right? Accept your body as it is. Okay. Now, so that now we're going to move on to another yang energy line. This one we name after the gallbladder. Sorry, this one we name after the bladder. The bladder is the protector for the kidney. The kidney is where you trap all your fear. Okay, so take your 2 fingers and just massage that, and then massage the forehead. Massage in between your eyebrow, and then massage the forehead. Massage in between your eyebrow, and then massage your forehead. Now we're going to massage this very important point, energy point is right at the beginning of your eyebrow. You feel a little dimple. Now sit up straight, and then just press down with your index finger. Just press down like you're pinching the water hose. And then put the fingers in between and just squeeze the eyebrow. Massage the 3 energy points on your eyebrow as if you're squeezing the toothpaste. Now I want you to take the right thumb and put it below the eye bag from the corner to the tail. Very gently massage it with the loving kindness that your body deserves. Left hand side, relieving yourself of all the fear. Okay. Now we're going to do a little bit of eye exercise, eye yoga. So we come back to this another energy point, which is in between the one we just did and the corner of your eye, and you can feel it. It's actually at the opening of your eye on top of the bone. Now I want you to use the thumb to feel it. There's a little dimple there too. Close your eye and just press down with your thumb. Hold it. And let's do some eye yoga. So close your eye, take your eyeball and point it upward. Point it to the left. Point it down. Point it to the right. Up, left, down, right. Up, left, down, right. Up, and then go the other way. Right, down, left, up, right, down, left, up. One more time. Right, down, left, up, and then let go. Okay, so this energy point is called the bright eye, and so relieve the pressure on your eyeball. You feel your eyes are quite very bright. Okay, so now we're going to move on to another yang energy line. This one we name after the stomach. The stomach is the protector. For the splint. Okay, the splint is where you store all your anxiety. So we go like this: 1 time, 2 times, and 3 times. And we continue by putting the index finger outside the nostril. This one is called the welcoming fragrance. Press down, and then gently push up, and then take a deep breath. Come back, push up, come back, push up. Okay, all right, so now we're ready to move on to the hands. Okay, massage the hand, learn to massage the hands. Now, the 5 fingers are actually related to the 5 internal organs, right? And so we're going to relieve the stress of the fingers by pulling the fingers, and then indirectly relieving the stress that are trapped inside our internal organs. One at a time. And then we're going to come back and just massage the joints. Okay. One at a time. Take your time. And now we're going to massage the fingertip. It turns out that the fingertip, the nail, at the corner of the nail, there are 2 very important energy points. So we're going to take our fingers and just squeeze it like this. Okay? Squeeze it like this. Okay? Now we're going to massage the hands by using the center of the palm on top of the back of the hand, and then we're going to tighten up the fingers, all right? So you're massaging the side of the fingers as well. Now during winter time, it's very important to massage all these extremities, the fingers, the toes, the ears, okay? Make sure you have good circulations You'd be surprised how many old people die in their sleep during winter. They just have a stroke and no one notices. All right, so now we're going to work on some energy points. The first one is right here. Okay, so you imagine like there's a little meaty part right here. So put that together. Now this is the lung energy line. This is actually very important for your immunity, especially during the winter. Okay, get ready, go. Okay, now we're going to work on the opposite of that. So this is the lung energy line. This is the heart energy line. All right. So put that together. Now this and the next one are the ones that is very good if you have problems sleeping, okay, or waking up in the middle of the night. So get ready, go. Okay, now it's the same energy line, but now we're going to focus on in between the pinky and the I forgot what this is called, and then come down, and it's right here. Okay, it's right here. So put that together. Go. Okay, now we're going to put the fingertips together. Okay, now the fingertips are very important. If the energy doesn't travel, if there's blockage on your fingertip, then eventually the energy doesn't come back to your brain. So this is actually very important for your brain as well. Okay, making sure that all your energies are traveling freely. So let's get ready, go. Okay, and then massage your hand a little bit. All right, so every once in a while, regularly, 3 times, every 3 months actually, right? Either for myself or my mom. I used to do that for my dad as well until he passed away. And I would go to Walgreens to pick up our supply for 3 months. I take metformin because of my diabetes. My diabetes actually comes from the fact that I had a stomach ulcer and operation on that. There's some statistic that says that people who have that operations, because you affect your stomach, so therefore you affect your splint energy line, and that causes some imbalance in the splint energy line is the one that responds for your pancreas. So anyway, all that. Ultimately, I am somewhat pre-diabetic, and so anyway, the point is that when I go to the Walgreens, and the last time I went, and there was an elderly lady in front of me, she literally went to the counter and picked up her medicine in shopping bag. That's how scary it is that our modern science, our doctor had made us into chemical factory basically now, right? Not factory, but chemical. Anyway, so I'm very. It's not that I reject Western medicine. It's just that I just don't think that they're the total solution that we're looking for. So that's why I spend a lot of time, making sure that I have I'm not a zombie. I'm not a walking dead. I supported by chemical. All right. So now we're going to open the shoulder, relax, pointing the 10 fingers in front. Lock your elbow now. This is actually very good for circulations. And we're going to use the 4 fingers as spring. Hold down the springs with the thumb. Wind up the springs, but don't let it go. And get ready. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Okay, and I put on my watch too early. All right, so now we're going to learn to do a little bit of scraping. Hang on. For some reason I have to deal with all that. Okay, Now open your shoulder, stretch out your arms. So this is very good. This exercise and then the subsequent therapy is actually very good if you have carpal tunnel. So we're going to start with this part. Use your knuckle and scrape. And then now we're going to scrape on top of the hand. Okay, we'll scrape the bone. And then we're going to scrape the back of the hand. Now these are all energy lines. Okay, this one is called the triple warmer. And then now we're going to scrape the top part of our palm, scrape the fingers, scrape the thumb, back to the fingers, back to the top part of a palm, back to the top of a hand, on top of the bone, and then the inside. Now the top of the bone is called the triple warmer. Here we have the lung and the pericardium. Okay, and then now the other side. You feel a little bit of electricity. And then sometimes when you scrape the top, especially if you do this the first time, you feel a lot of kinks. And that's indication that the energy is trapped. And then the back of the palm, the fingers, the thumb, back of the palm again, the fingers, back of the hand, on top of the bone, and the inside of your arm. Okay? All right, so now we go from the fingers to the shoulder. Open the shoulder, relax the shoulder, forming what we call the lotus hand, putting the middle fingers and the thumb together, and then put that on top of the energy point here called gate to the cloud. The back of the hand facing the camera. Get ready. 1. Okay, turn your hand so the back of the hand is facing the camera. Come back. 2. Come back. 3. Come back. 4. 5. 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Okay? Now we're going to work on some energy points that are named after the large intestines, which is the protector for the lung energy line. And the lung is where you trap all your sadness. It also happens to be the point where it's a good therapy if you have a recent heart attack or you want to prevent from having a heart attack. Okay, now it's not that complicated, but basically you feel that turning point here, and you come down, and the first cavity. Use all 4 fingers and just press in, hold it, and then relax. Now imagine the center of the palm on top of the same energy point, and the thumb reach in front. There's a cavity here. Press down, relax, and then now the fingers reach back. There's a cavity there too. Press down, and then relax. And one last energy point. Same energy line, but now you feel the bone right below the bone. Press in, and then relax. Now I don't feel that much on this side, but this side hurts. Recently I have what's called a frozen shoulder. So this side really hurts. So I do a lot more on this side. But it turns out that you actually need to do both sides, even if one side hurts. That balance is important. And then put the palm, reach back, the thumb in front, and then the back of the bone right below. Okay? All right. So these are good energy points. And the two others, one is right here. Okay, so if you fold your elbow, it's right here. Imagine you have 3 points. It's the one on the outside. Then you fold your arm, and it's on the cavity right here. Okay, and right here, and then right here. All right, so now we're ready to go back to do some facial massage. Put your hands together. Massage the center of your palm. And then put your hands on top of your eye. Feel the heat. Come back. Put that on top of your eyes again. Come back. Put that on your eyes again. And then put that on your temple. Remember I talked about this 3 energy point? One, and then the back of your neck. Massage that. This is very good. And then massage the face. Back to your big brain. The back of the head. And then the little brain. And then come back and massage the face again. Okay, we're almost done. We're almost done. Okay, Open the shoulder. We're going to massage your ears. Divide the ears into 3 parts. First top, put the thumb inside, the index fingers behind. Now the middle part, put the thumb inside, the middle fingers behind. And then the lower part, we put the index finger inside and the thumb behind. Okay, now we're going to massage the back of the ear. Use 2 fingers, forming the V. Put that one outside, one in the back, and just massage that. The other side, massage that. Okay, now we're going to use 2 hands. And okay, now the trick is that you're actually doing 3 things. You're massaging the back of the ear, you're stretching the ear, and then as you come off, it's like you're making a popping sound. Okay, now get ready. Okay, second time. One last time. Okay, so let's rest for 1 minute.